I was pretty excited when she let me put it on her last night. So I'm really excited to see the school pictures from her Halloween party today. Super excited. So I was given a video from my fan page, and I was pretty impressed to see, right? Because I've been looking for something from this page for, the entire time it's been up there. So when I read the comment about this, I was like, okay, well, finally, like some honesty, or like something that I agree with. Because in fact, that is how we got here, right? So all that happened between FWA and I yesterday, that was unfortunate. It was very unfortunate because I was there just to support FWA. In fact, I know she probably doesn't pay much attention, but ever since she caught those charges, I've been nothing but supportive. But I digress. That's what happens when troll accounts come in and we allow them to start problems. But this whole thing, everything that's gone on here, stemmed exactly from where this comment says, right? But we're gonna talk about the whole thing. We're gonna talk about the whole story, not just bits and pieces, okay? Because all of this did in fact start in FWA's live. All the conflict that I'm going through with this group of people, it all started in a live that FWA held. In that live, racial slurs were being discussed. So I had put in the chat that I did not feel that cracker was a racial slur. So, following FWA's live, I put that in the chat, mind you, right? I put that in the chat. But I did not personally feel that the word cracker was a racial slur. I then explained later on, but I digress once again. So, following FWA's live, we got on a group call in the mod chat that I had. As soon as we got in the group call, Lily says, but it's fine when they all call each other N-I-G-G-A. Lily said the N-word in the group call. And then everybody started dropping out of said group call. At the end of that group call, after everybody dropped, the only people left in that group call were me, Lily, Unhinged, and Trailer Park Barbie. 4 of us. I expressed how wrong that was of Lily to use that word. Unhinged had a different opinion about that than I did. She was in agreement. Nothing wrong with what Lily said. She did not like the way I counseled Lily about the use of the N-word, because then she dropped from the call, never giving an opinion. but definitely going to challenge what I was saying. She would have been allowed to have that opinion had she voiced it, but she didn't choose to do that. She dropped from the call. And then, just a few days later, I got the message from Unhinged letting me know that there were people in the group that were not happy with me. I identified those three people as Sunshine, Too Tall, and Unhinged. I asked Sunshine then, the fuck is going on? When I got that message from Unhinged, I sent it to Sunshine and said, well, what the fuck's going on? And then that's how this all started. Why? Because you're a bit racist? Just a fucking touch on the racist side? Now, if Lily wants to use the N word, I don't give a fuck because that woman is not my friend. And now I feel like she is sitting with the appropriate people that share how she feels. I think she is in the right group now. I don't feel that way. I'll never feel that way. You will never catch me justifying or excusing that. It doesn't serve a purpose anywhere but hate. Unique name. Not really. So, because we had this disagreement, that's when all the conspiring started, right? All the conspiring started at this point. Okay, so now she committed tax fraud. Now she's stealing your identity. Now she's supporting Hamas. Now she scammed all that money. You see where I'm saying? Like, I don't know why I don't know why you expect me to put a lot of energy into this, right? Because we know where it started. We know where you chose to take it. That was nobody's choice but yours. And now you're mad that it didn't pan out the way you wanted it to. That you didn't get me arrested. You didn't get me charged with funding terrorism. You couldn't get me charged with identity theft. I didn't do anything wrong. So now what you're doing is grasping at straws, finding anything you can to twist, turn. I'm going to let you do that. You can go crazy. Go fucking crazy. Because at the end of the day, all those things you accused me of, none of those things were true. So continue spiraling. But while that spiraling is happening, there are going to be other people that are going to be spiraling at the same time. Because the energy that you're showing me with that page, I'm going to show the same energy. But who do you think's going to get that energy? Do you think it's going to be Sunshine or Unhinged? Probably not. Probably not. But somebody's about to get energy. This message is between me and Sunshine. Me and Sunshine. So weird, y'all. so weird, y'all. Dox. I've never, ever been a doxer at all. But today, I woke up a different fucking person. Today, I woke up a different person. So, if I offend you, I don't apologize. If you find anything that I do wrong, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, that's it. I just don't give a fuck. And it's not like, hey, it's not like I've been engaging a whole lot. Let's be honest, right? I ain't been engaging a whole lot. A comment here and there, a couple minutes on a live to address a couple things, but I really ain't been engaging. I've been blocking and ignoring. But everybody has a fucking threshold. Everybody does. And I've reached mine. I've reached it. I've had it. And now I'm going to match energy. And I ain't going to be no different from y'all. I ain't going to be no different from y'all. Because ultimately, that's how we all got here as groups, right? Or fighting groups against other groups. That's how it happened. One person did something, the other person did something. It's every day, all day. And you guys think I should be different. You guys think I should not give it energy or not do this. Fuck all that noise. And yes, I'm well aware that you got into that Facebook, but I also got into somebody else's Facebook today. By the way, remember when I was saying, because how people always say, get a job, but you posted that picture of me at work. That was one of 3 jobs that I had, by the way. That was, in fact, that was right after Gianna was born. It was shortly after my nervous breakdown, right? That's when I was coming back, baby. I worked 3 fucking jobs. That was one of them. And you act like that was supposed to hurt my feelings or something. That's another thing. Why don't you try posting something that says I funded Hamas? Could you do that for me by the end of the day? Hey, listen, I'll tell you what. If you can post proof that I sent money to Hamas, I won't make my hate page on your friend. If you can post proof today that I supported a terrorist organization, I will not make the hate page on your friend. What do you think's going to happen? What do you think's going to happen? Because you ain't got it. So the page is going to go up. Because at the end of the day, that's what I'm pissed about. That's what I'm mad about. I'm mad that you accused me of something that you had no proof on, then stuck that stigma onto 2 men that did not fucking deserve that. In fact, a lot of my energy is coming behind that part. The fact that you did that to Abood and Bilal. You did that. Which also makes me realize that I think Unhinged hated them from the door. I do, well, I'll keep that opinion to myself, but I'll probably voice it later on. I can't help it. But you decided to run to the internet with a bunch of shit you didn't have any fucking proof on. A bunch of fucking lies. That was your fucking fault, not mine. Farrah. Hey, dolls. Why did my friend leave? I saw her in here. Why did she leave? Did you guys block? Thank you, Farah. Did you guys block? Hey, I am. Listen, I'm not gonna. I won't lie about this. Some of y'all got me surprised as fuck. Some of y'all really blew my mind. No lie. Some of y'all really blew my mind. Like, yeah. I think everybody should be careful about who they fuck with on the internet because I thought I was fucking with some people that actually had a fucking conscience. And that, in fact, was not the fucking case. There's a lot of pretenders out here. Pretend like you care. Pretend you're a friend. Pretend you're a fucking friend. Oh, somebody did block her? I saw her come in. You know I'm not opposed to it. Let me see. Yeah, I don't see it in the block list. Mm-mm. You can come back in. Let me say this also. Listen, I don't care. Whatever happened between me and FWA yesterday, I don't care about that. I don't care about that at all because it shouldn't have happened. I feel bad. I do feel bad that I feel like FWA is in a position to not know who to trust. And that's a shitty fucking position. It's not nice. That's not a nice feeling when people are fucking playing in your face or pretending to be friendly and doing shit behind your back. I've never done anything behind FWA's back. Any opinion that I've ever shared, I've shared it on a fucking public platform. Not only that, but if you want to know, if you go back and you listen to all my lives where I have talked about FWA, it was in support and letting people know that what they're doing to her was wrong. So I don't blame her for whatever. I know she said a bunch of probably mean stuff. I heard what she said about she didn't think those people got that money. And those people will come here and tell you that they absolutely did. But I'm not going to hold that against her. Like, I just feel bad for the position that she's in. I feel like a lot of people have fucked her over, fucking with her. And I probably wouldn't know where to go either. I probably wouldn't know who to look at as friendly either. So I ain't going to hold that against her. I feel bad that happened, but that's what happens when you listen to everything that comes into your chat. Nor am I going to sit there and let somebody scream at me and not scream the fuck back. That ain't never going to happen either. And I know Petty was talking yesterday too. You know what? Here's one thing, because I think I heard Petty say something about what happened to her. She was so calm over here. And then are you fucking nuts? Are you fucking crazy? Ask anybody in that fucking chat if they thought I was calm on that platform. In fact, that's where I got all the hell. That's why I got all the hell there. You're a weirdo. That man is a complete fucking weirdo. Do you not remember? Not to mention, I know you're hard up for content. I know you're hard up for viewers, dude. I know you are. I know you need content. But I also know that you don't want me on here running my motherfucking mouth about you because I know things. I know things. I know things that you know you don't want to talk about. I know that for a fact. And you know what? The amount of things that I have kept to my fucking self, y'all could never. Y'all could fucking never. People keep fucking pushing me though, keep fucking with me. Then I don't really have a choice. Then I gotta end up being somebody that I don't even want to be. I ain't no killer, but don't push me. Like, fuck! Hi, I am enough. I hope you're well. Thank you, Farah. This is wild work, but if, man, I don't even care that much. I'm not even gonna say that, because I just don't care that much. I just don't. Hey, Nikki, what's up? Yeah, he just wants all that conflict on his platform. I'm just not feeding into that at all. But here's the thing. I don't like this. I don't like it. I don't like, because of how I feel, right? I don't feel right doing the things that y'all are doing. I don't feel right doing it. But I'm definitely gonna. I know, you know what, but it gets to the point where you just don't give a fuck about being the bigger person anymore, right? You don't care about it. You've seen enough, you've heard enough, and now you just want to do it too. Like that, I think that's completely fucking normal. That's from Sunshine. Because, Nikki, this makes sense to me, right? Because this comment, right? I saw this comment. Yep. The whole reason the friend group was fractured the first time was because she didn't think that cracker was a slur. Okay? That is true. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, look at somebody actually being fucking truthful, right? So that's what started this. Oh, fuck that bitch. I don't give a fuck about her. So that's what started this. Then I went to Sunshine and I was like, what the fuck's going on? And she started explaining to me. Here, we'll just go through all the messages. I don't care. Let's see. Slept right before I read messages. I read from Unhinged, and she was upset about what you said about white people can be, what's it? Turn off the comments if you can. And we'll just read all of them. There we go. All right. All right. White people can't be hurt. Man, that's why I fucking titled this, or put the description on. Hey, listen, because this right here, white people can't be hurt. Hurt. Let's talk about this for a fucking minute. Oh my fucking God. Your feelings got hurt? Did your little fucking feelings get hurt? Oh, when? Here was what I said, okay? And I even recorded my voice clip to her, to Sunshine, right? I said, can't people feel different ways? I said, I just don't feel that the word cracker is a racial slur because I don't feel like there's any historical connection there, right? Like the N word. The N word is historically connected to death, mutilation, rape, slavery, all the ugly things. You were the oppressor, bitch. If they called you a cracker, it's because it was the truth. And that hurts your white fucking feelings. And that is weird to me. Weird as fuck. Honestly, I read through the chat fast this morning and I put my reply on how there is historical backing to white slurs as well. This was a fucking argument about fucking racism between fucking white people. I said there was no historical context behind the word cracker, but there is. I posted it. Is everyone not allowed to view things differently? I get it. But did I snap about it? You can turn the comments back on. Fucking weirdos. So that's how we got here. You guys got your little fucking fragile feelings hurt, and I don't give a fuck about it. I don't. I fucking don't. And this is what you chose to do. You chose to lie and harass people. So that was a choice you made, not a choice that I made. My hate page will be up here in a little bit. I will not stop. I don't care. So do what you have to do. I just don't give a fuck anymore. I've had my fill. Everybody can move accordingly. Absolutely, always.
Well,
Hello.
I just wanted to share with you. A few people in this chat know I shared it earlier this morning. It's very emotional for me, but my
Oh, my
husband and
love.
I got to ring the bell yesterday.
You got to
Ring,
what?
ring the bell, marking the end of his chemo.
Oh, you rang the bell.
We rang the bell.
Oh
I
my God,
cried.
Shiny.
I cried. We cried. So now we wait and pray that it all worked. And maybe this will be the end of our journey. But I know a lot of
Oh,
people in
Shiny,
here have.
that's amazing.
I I bawled. I literally did. It's been a long journey. But yep, we were supposed to last week, but his blood values were not good enough to receive his treatment. So we were praying and praying for this week, and we did it yesterday. And
Oh, I'm so happy.
it's been a long couple, starting
I
from this
know.
accident to then the diagnosis and the surgery and the treatments, and I broke my ankle right in the beginning of that. So
Right.
yeah, we had to call on family to help get him to chemo. So um, I'm thrilled, just thrilled that we got to ring the bell. Thank you,
I'm
everybody, for
so
all your
happy.
comments down there. I can't reply individually, but I love and
I
appreciate
know.
all of the
I know
support.
you're so relieved. I know.
It's
Oh, you
nice.
get to maybe relax a little bit now.
That's what we're hoping, especially now that the holidays are here. We're hoping he can rest, recover, heal, and start the new year because that's when his next scan is the beginning of the year. Um, so yeah, he's got to obviously build his strength back, and he knows it's going to be
Right,
slow. It got knocked out of him slowly. It'll come back slowly.
right.
Um, so yeah, I wanted to. I've been pretty much
Man,
crying since
if
yesterday.
you would have started, if you would have, you should have came up at the beginning. I probably wouldn't have said anything today. I probably would have just
No,
let
no,
that
no,
go and
no.
ended my life.
You got to get it out of your system, girl. Don't hold that in. Um, but thank you, everybody. I see all of your comments down there. Um, and this group and a few others have been supportive and asked about him and me, and it's meant the world to know there was good people behind us that we're praying this is the end of our journey and not just a milestone in it, but um, yep, ring the bell. I had no idea how emotional that was. I just didn't.
Oh, I know it was. I know it was. I know it was. And now
Yeah,
maybe you just get to park it for a couple weeks, Shiny. Park it
yeah,
and
yeah.
be
Because I still
calm.
have a cast on. It's a much smaller one than the first one. I do still have a cast on, but yeah, he gets to heal. We get a relief from multiple doctor's appointments every week. Um, and now we just get to heal, breathe.
Yes,
Um,
breathe
yep,
and relax.
it
And
feels
go back to
amazing.
just go back to enjoying each other too. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly. We
enjoying
haven't,
everything, right?
yeah, we haven't been able to do anything since this all started.
Right.
Once his immune system got knocked back from the chemo, and once I broke my ankle, I couldn't drive. So we just
Right.
kind of stayed at home and, believe it or not, watched TV, Hallmark Christmas movies. Um,
Nothing wrong with that.
no, I mean, it's just we both fall asleep at different times and the next one was on, and the plots are all pretty much the same. Girl in distress meets guy, they live happily ever after in some kingdom or whatever, but um
Yeah, the
yeah,
plot's always the same.
it is. Just the girl and the guy change. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes there's a couple that has chemistry and they just recast them in the next one. So thank you, Sarah. Oh,
Yeah.
you're going to Florida?
You're going to Florida.
Oh, look me up. I don't want to say too much. Message me. I think I read that we were being streamed, so
Yeah, don't. Yeah, you're right.
I don't want to say too much, but message me, Farah.
Yeah.
And I still need to message her about our trip next year, so um I will definitely get in touch with you, Farah.
I
You
think I
bet.
agree with Farah though, Shiny. I think you should do something like that. I think you should do something and have fun and something to go out together and enjoy life. And I think it's a really good idea.
Oh, we need it. I mean, it since March with his accident and then his diagnosis and
Right.
his treatment and everything. It's been a rough year, but um we're almost in November, so Thanksgiving's around the corner. We have Christmas and then next year my daughter's
Right.
wedding. So we have some
Oh,
good things to look
right.
forward to. Yeah.
Look forward to exactly.
Yeah. We and they're the ones that pitched in and helped with transportation and stuff. Once and they became my driver. They joked it was driving Miss Daisy. Like, shut up, I'm not that old yet.
That was a good movie though.
It was a good movie, but I am not that old. I get they were my chauffeur, but I'm not that old. But yeah, that was the standing joke when they would have to take me somewhere. Okay, driving Miss Daisy, hop in.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
man, hold on. Let's see what this lady's talking about. Take
what
me
lady?
somewhere. Okay, driving Miss Daisy, hop in. That's
Oh
hilarious.
God, get
Oh
a
man, hold on.
life.
Let's see what this lady's talking about. I know, right? This is crazy. Daisy, hop
Great, so they know my
in. Oh
husband's done
god.
with his cancer treatment too.
Wait,
Shame on them.
this is Scammy Pammy Thinks Riots.
That's Domino. You look hungry. Here.
Hold on. What does that thing
That's
say?
disgusting. People are starving without food this next month, and she needs to make a
Hold
joke
on,
about
be here,
that.
because did she make a video about me saying the number one reason for jail and prison riots happens over food? Is that what this video is supposed to be?
I don't know.
Who this? Oh, it's Nikki.
Hi,
Scammy Claus,
Nikki.
is Scammy Claus streaming?
Yeah.
Yes.
Scammy Claus, I seen your little video that you made, and you said that I should say something to Florida Man about the him making fun of somebody's heart condition. First of all, I didn't know nothing about that, and I did say something to him in private. Second of all, bitch, why are you even coming at me like that? Because you're the one that said my heart attack was my fucking karma.
Oh, wow.
So for you to even say something like that is really fucking hilarious.
Hello, Bello.
Disgusting.
Um, and so we're going with your cardiac arrest was your karma,
Uh huh.
and then we doubled down with at least I don't stick things in my arms.
Yep.
That's kind of crazy. But she's a good person.
Make it make sense.
You
And follow up
can't.
about Carmen's about you being hungry now, Cam.
Me
A lot
right
of
now,
people are
I'm
going
not
to go
hungry.
without. It's not funny.
I'm not hungry. In fact, the things that you guys don't know about me, Christ almighty, that's what's so crazy. I love being hungry. You guys
Yeah.
don't know anything about me. It's so weird how you turn that stuff, like how people come to the internet and talk about children. Here's what's crazy, because I did hear her say that when I said about food banks and my granddaughter, right? And her saying, "Oh, Pammy, they don't have the food you prefer at food banks, Pammy." Wasn't never talking about me. In fact, from the beginning, I said I didn't give a fuck about myself. Right? I didn't give a fuck about me. I have a raging eating disorder. Raging. Okay, that shit is going to take over so quickly. I am never going to cry about missing a meal. My body is just going to love that. When I come here and talk about children that are food specific, not just my grandchild, but hundreds and thousands of other children like her, right? That only eat very specific foods. And the fact that you, ma'am, think that's funny and something to make fun of is fucking sickening. We're talking about children, Scammy Claus. Children. Didn't you used to be a teacher? Didn't you used to pretend to care about children once in your life? That's what we're talking about, Scammy Claus. Children going hungry. And you love to come to the internet and show people that that is something that makes you happy. That is something for you to talk about. That is something for you to ridicule, make fun of. That children with disabilities are going to go hungry. And again, I'm the problem?
The issue. Like there are so many families, so many kids, so many babies that's going to be going
Babies.
hungry.
Nikki, do you know how much a can of formula is?
Oh God, it's expensive.
Do you know it is $60? With no wick?
Yeah,
So,
it's going to get bad. Like that's what I'm saying. Like these parents are going to they are going to have no formula for their babies, food for their children. I don't look. I don't want nobody going hungry, right? But especially a child. As adults, we can figure it out, right?
all the
We have a way to
time.
figure it out. Those babies and those toddlers, they don't have a way to figure it out. They depend on their parents to be able to feed them. And
See,
food banks are shutting doors
quick.
very quick. We have two in my area. One's done shut the doors. The other one's on the verge because there's no
People don't
food.
people don't realize that food banks are there to cover the gap for people that don't qualify for assistance. So do you know how many people don't qualify for assistance that rely on those fucking food banks?
I'm
Now, we're going
one
to
of
take
them.
those and we're going to dump 40 million people on top of them. And you think that food banks are going to be able to feed people.
And
That's crazy.
they're not. And I told my daughter yesterday, because I'm one of those. I don't get assistance, but I rely on the food bank to help when I'm not able to buy groceries. And I told my daughter, but this was before I found
Hold
out that
on.
they were shutting doors.
No, you don't.
I told my daughter that that we would not be using the food bank.
The political side you're on, I really don't care. The bottom line is that there is a way that this food stamp money could be released and nobody would lose food. Okay? And that 100%, and you guys can research it, is on the president. He can sign something off that says release that money, just like he did with air traffic and what. There were a couple of areas that he released.
Hi, Bilal.
I want to say it was military and something else. Okay,
Listen,
he doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to do it.
Hold on. Go, Bilal. Hi, Adam.
Adam, you need to فرح. ايش بدك تقول لفرح؟
Oh,
I urge people, if you have,
oh, wait,
if
Nikki,
you have,
wait, Nikki,
oh,
wait,
look at
Nikki,
the
wait.
baby.
Wait, he's
ما
telling
تكبر.
Farah something.
Yes, Adam tell me فرح. يا شو هذا؟ قولها شكرا.
Oh, shukran.
شكرا فرح بارك
We
الله
love you,
فيك.
Adam.
الله.
We love you. Oh, bye,
بالله.
Bula.
باي.
So adorable.
باي.
Oh, and look, Nikki. They live in a
playing,
tent.
yeah.
Isn't that kind of crazy?
It is. They're adorable.
I know. I love
Look.
them. So I'm also
Bye.
going to be, and I'm glad that Bilal was able to come today because Bilal
Thank you
is
for
also going to be in desperate need of winter clothing for those children because they are living in a tent. The weather is coming, and he went to North Gaza to see what he could recover from their clothing, and a lot of the stuff is torn, has holes in it from being under the rubble. So I do want to do what we can for Bilal to get blankets, to get coats, to get warm pajamas for those kids before the weather comes. So I will be doing that as well.
That's awesome. Those babies are so cute.
They are the best.
What I was going to say is if you have perishable items like canned food, anything that you don't use, donate it to your local food banks. Help them out. Help them feed these people.
Wait,
I'm going to hop down. I got to get back to work.
Okay, Nikki.
But I'll be in the
Thank
comments.
you.
I'll be in the comments, honey.
Okay, sweetie. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Absolutely. I mean, it is a sad situation. I get it. I get that people need help. I understand that. There's been times in my life I've needed help. You know, we've all needed help somewhere down the line. No one's been perfect and not needed help their whole life. I don't believe that. But complaining about it is not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to get you
Who's
nowhere.
complaining?
And you know, I'm reading some of the comments here. This is specifically, okay, and I've discussed my feelings on this whole thing before. I'm talking directly to Pam,
Okay.
okay, and I've said it before. There are absolutely people in this
Oh,
country
but not me.
that
That's right, because you
rely
don't
on
like
that
me.
100%. There are people that
Let's
are
talk about it,
disabled
Skinny.
that can't work that rely on those. There are people that have kids that work full time, that work 2 jobs, and they can't afford all their food.
Absolutely.
Okay? So those are the people I feel terrible for. Okay? What I don't feel bad for in terms of Pam is the fact that she has made all these excuses for not working when she could easily work part-time to bring in that extra money to make sure her quality of life and her child's quality of life does not change.
And Mama Kay just said it the best.
This is
Never rely on the
the
government.
most
Absolutely. They don't care about us. You see
wild
what they're doing to people.
take.
Yeah, the government could give a shit about us. Even when there was a Democrat in office, their priority number one is
All right, we're
not
going to talk
us
about that real quick.
at all.
Absolutely. And
Good
then
morning,
you
Mama
just
Jenny.
said
How are you?
directing it towards Pam. I'm not directing it at one person. I understand, the whole Pam.
I never have enough.
I'm just saying in general as a whole, as an American, living here, we have to pull. Yeah, we do have to pull together.
I'm here,
this
doll.
is something we should do as Americans. We should pull together at times like this. But you can't have people sitting and sobbing and complaining because that's not going to get us nowhere. We have to stay strong. And unfortunately, at a time like this, everybody has to work together.
Yeah, we gotta help each other.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
Look at the military. They're going without pay. I mean, what about them? That's their whole paycheck. That isn't just EBT. That's all their income. Yep. This is sad for a lot of people, and I hate to see it being done. But as people, as humans, we need to pull together. We need to stay strong, and we can't have people, straggling behind. On the what if. I can't. It's not going to help us.
Well,
It doesn't
if
sound
you
like there are
guys
very many
know who the
humans over
creator
there.
of Nunya Beeswax
No, I
is,
want to address something
if
though. Because when Scammy says that my problem isn't with all the other people that deserve it, my problem is with Pam and all the excuses she's made not to work. I've never made an excuse not to work, ever, ever. In fact, just a couple days ago, Tuesday to be exact, I had new supports coordinators here for my granddaughter. See, supports coordinators for autistic children, right? You usually don't get supports coordinators until they're like 16, 17, to where they're going to kind of age out of things. But the thing with waivers, right? When you get these waivers, sometimes the waiting list for these waivers are 5, 6, 7 years long. So instead of waiting until she was 16 or whatever, you know what I mean? I got on the supports thing quickly. While I had two professionals in my living room, they said, well, what is the main thing you're looking for out of supports coordination? I said, well, my ultimate goal in the past 4 years has always been to get back to work. And they looked at me and said, oh. I said, there's nothing you can do. Like, that's why we're here. I'm looking for all these resources so that I can go back to work. And they're like, yeah, unfortunately, we only have the child care part, like the CCIS. We really don't have waivers unless your child is what they call medically complicated. That means like you have to be on some type of feeding tube, breathing machine, something like that, to be able to get those resources. Also then, paid caregiver, because there are hundreds and thousands, if not millions of people in the position that I am in that get paid for giving care to their loved one. But see, again, I don't qualify for that. Again, because Gianna's disability doesn't fall under that. See, you're over there talking about things that you have no fucking idea about. That, in fact, is the problem. That lies the problem. Because you've never had a child with a disability. You've never had to rely on resources like me. You have zero idea what you're talking about. Because at the end of the day, when I looked at these two supports coordinators and they looked at me and said, it's really hard to get before care and after care for children that are physically aggressive and nonverbal. Because who do you leave your physically aggressive, nonverbal child with? Who? Do you send that child to daycare where they abuse neurotypical, perfectly speaking children? Or do you give them a child who cannot speak with aggressive behaviors so when they hurt her, she is unable to then come home and tell me? Or do I bring that person into my home and let them abuse her here? I don't know, Scammy. Which one would you tell me to do? Which one would you tell me to do?
Nice try on that. Maybe you should. I don't know.
Would you tell me to do?
I'll tell you what to do. What you need to do is you need to go and you need to do your fucking research, because I'm sure there's somebody in the state of Pennsylvania that is educated and equipped to help children like yours.
Tell them to call
You're trying
me.
to tell me you're the only person in the entire state.
What I'm trying to tell you, you dumb cunt, is there are hundreds and thousands of people like me.
Which is a pile of crap.
Oh my fucking
A pile
God.
of crap.
Thousands of people like me.
Which is a pile of crap.
Oh my fucking
A pile of crap.
Thousands of people like me. You think I'm the only motherfucker out here dealing with this? You think I think I'm the only motherfucker out here dealing with this? I can't.
She can say what she wants, okay? I find it very hard to believe in the state of Pennsylvania there are no organizations, there are no resources for professionals that can help out parents like Pam.
I need to make a point.
Sorry.
I need to make a point, and I gotta turn her down. I gotta turn her down. Listen to me. Firemen, clergy members, cops. Firemen, clergy members, cops, teachers. What the fuck are you talking about? Don't you ever tell me to get a professional. You don't think there's professional abusers? You dumb fucking cunt. Are you even human? Are you even human? Do you possess a fucking soul? Please understand that this is a very privileged woman, a very, very privileged woman talking from a place of privilege, to have never, probably has never even met an autistic person, and has the fucking audacity to sit over there and pass judgment on this situation, on any situation, not just mine. Because when you're speaking about this scammy clause, the mistake you're making is limiting it to me. You are making a very big mistake, because this is not just me. Hundreds and thousands of families go through this. Do you know? Do you know that there are parents of high needs children that are in their 30s that suffer heart attacks, that suffer from PTSD? You are so fucking privileged, and that's all I can hear. That's all I can hear coming from you is privilege. That's it. This woman used to educate children. I need people to understand this. This woman Amy Gross used to educate children. I think that has to be the scariest fucking thing. The scariest fucking thing. Wait, I wanted to read that comment. What did that comment say? I hate when you guys block it out before I read it.
I muted it.
Wait, I
It
wanted to read
said
that comment. Oh, she called me lazy.
it said you were
What
the
did that
queen of
comment
crashing
say?
out.
Oh, well, that's true.
That's the
Right,
second one
Diva?
that came in.
Wait, I
I
wanted to
only
read that.
muted them. I didn't block.
She called me lazy.
Yeah, you are.
What did that comment say? You could.
You are lazy.
Well, that's true. Let's talk about laziness. You couldn't walk one day. You could not walk one day in my life. Not on your best day. Not on your best day, bitch. Not on your best day. Just judging by the way you talk, this child would whoop your fucking ass. You would be calling everybody and their brother, begging them to come get her. You could never do what I do. Not on your best fucking day. That I know for a fact. That is a fucking guarantee. Do you know why? Because you're fucking selfish. I can tell that just by listening to you talk. You wouldn't make it through 4 hours with my granddaughter before you were calling somebody, begging them to help you. Bitch, I do this on my motherfucking own. And when I mean on my own, I mean by myself. No village, no nothing. All those resources, bitch, you do your research. You think when I first took on this child, my job was spending 8 hours on the phone every day trying to get a hold of resources. How am I going to do this? How am I going to keep my very well-paying job that I had just bought a car with? How am I going to do that? Please tell me how I'm going to keep my job and care for this child. Nobody could do that. You know what they did? They said, here's your Social Security. Here's your fucking food stamps. Here's your Section 8. Sorry, we couldn't help. Sorry, we couldn't help. Do you think I'm the only one? Do you know that you're talking about hundreds and thousands of families with children that are disabled? You're not just talking about me, you dumb fucking whore. You're talking about hundreds and thousands of people that cannot get resources to just take care of their child. The level of ignorance in that woman is unmeasurable. And how people listen to that and think it's okay, I'll never know. The level of ignorance in that woman is unmeasurable. And how people listen to that and think it's okay, I'll never know. The level of ignorance in that woman is unmeasurable. And how people listen to that and think
Sammy, get a job.
I'll never know.
Show the receipts.
Annie, move along. Danny.
Sammy, get a job.
Hey, Gigi, you know what? This is so crazy. You're so pressed about how the fuck. Okay, so Gigi, yeah, I did do that. So you tell me, Gigi, what I'm supposed to do, right? When I go to apply for that part-time job, which I did, because you think I'm above working at Taco Bell? No, I applied at Taco Bell. So I go and I apply at Taco Bell. I say, yeah, I'll make them a couple fucking tacos. And they say, okay, what's your availability? Well, I say, well, sorry, I can't work weekends because School's out. Oh, again, I'm sorry. I can't work any of those holidays again because there's no school. I can possibly make, I don't know, one day for 3 hours. Are you? Y'all act like I ain't been living this life. Y'all act like I just fucking got here. Y'all act like I have not been dealing with this. I'm in my 5th fucking year. So what part-time job, Gigi, do you think's gonna go, oh yeah, sure, we'll take you on Wednesday for 10 to 1? Weird. Weird. Really weird. Really privileged. Really both of those things. Hey, Kimmy. Kimmy, isn't your son in jail? Is your son not in jail? Do you not have to go visit your child in the penitentiary? Do not come in my live and say a fuck thing. Kimmy, go buy commissary. Oh, God forbid she gets sick, Erica. What happens when she gets sick? So there was one day, Gigi, I'm ignoring you. So there was one day because listen, I was going to be a lunch lady at the fucking school. They couldn't even work with me, dumb fucking bitch. Block Gigi, please. So there's this one day where Sunburn went live, right? Sunburn went live and started talking all her shit, right? And Trina got up in the box. Trina got up in the box and bold-faced lied. Bold-faced lied. Told Sunshine that I took a box and Breeze live, or just lied anyway. I just want Trina to know, because I know Trina's still listening. Trina, I did in fact give Queenie your fucking phone number. I absolutely did. I'd do it 100 fucking times again. Just so you know, if you just were wondering how the fuck that bitch got your fucking phone number, it was this bitch. This bitch gave it to her. And I hope that she fucking stuck it to you for riding up by her house and taking fucking pictures. Because, bitch, had that been me, I would have whooped your ass on camera. Yeah, well, you know what, Spill It? They say enough about my fucking kids. I'll talk about what I want. Girl, I ain't never called the cops in my life. For nothing. I hate cops. I hate cops. I don't like cops. In fact, you know when I started not liking cops? When I worked in jails. Jails made me not like cops. Jails, working in jails, made me not like cops. It's Kimmy, Becca Lynn. It's Kimmy. Kimmy has mental health problems. Kimmy has all these problems, doesn't like, but wants to be all involved in the horse shit. Also something that fucking confuses me. Oh, whatever, Kimmy. Kimmy, you told me that was your account. You dumb bitch. Monroe County Schools. Let me get Google out. We're gonna have a talk today. We're gonna have a fucking talk today. Monroe County in Sandy Hook, Connecticut. Oh yeah, Stephanie. Stephanie, I don't like you. I don't like you. This is an enemy of the enemy shit, but I just wanted to let you know that Kimmy dug up your entire fucking family. I have pictures of your son. They tried to make him a pedophile. They were trying to make him out to be a pedophile. That was Sunshine and Kimmy. They tried to make your son a pedophile. They had his name. I don't know if they had it mixed up. I have all that. I have pictures of your whole fucking family, Stephanie. So there. It was a horrible. She posted your fucking dead parents and all the things, man. Kimmy thinks she's in the background, but Kimmy does some fuck shit too. Kimmy does some fuck shit too. So, all right, Monroe. Let me Google this. Maybe we'll make a phone call today. Kimmy is the one that made that page on Stephanie and posted her dead parents. Everybody knows that. Everybody in the group knows that. You can't even lie about that. Monroe County, Connecticut. Oh wait, we'll do Sandy Hook, Monroe County Schools. Sandy Hook, Connecticut. Kimmy did. You're so weird. Who was in that group? That was the Dachshund group. So the people in that group were Sunburn, Kimmy, me, Unhinged, and I want to say Breezy. And there were people in the group that did not agree with what you did and wanted me to come to you and tell you you were wrong. I can't remember if I did that or not, but you absolutely did do that. I know, Kat, I miss you so much. I miss you so much. I know you're so busy though. All right, Monroe Public School website. Yeah, no, we know it was you, Kimmy. Everybody knows it was you, Kimmy. You can't even hide about that. Even your friends know. Yeah, Hillary doesn't lie about fuck all. And yeah, you definitely did do that. Okay, Monroe Public Schools, 203-452-2860. Hold on, I want to make, I got to message somebody really quickly. She was in that group. She was in that group. She knew that everybody knew you did it, Kimmy. Stop. God. That was in the mod chat. That was her and Sunshine. Sunshine found all the information, and then Kimmy is the one that made the page. Sunshine got the information, I think she said from Loca. And then Kimmy made the page and posted, I want to say Stephanie's dead fucking parents. I was there, you dummy. And I wasn't the only one there. I wasn't the only one there. See, Kimmy, the problem is other people than me know it. So that's the problem you have. Other people than me know it. Because it in fact was somebody else that came to me and let me know that you did that and wanted me to come to you and tell you, oh baby, show me proof of anything that you said. Yeah, period, Becca Lynn, period. They won't though. Okay, so I'm gonna get scammy clauses. Then post it! Scammy Claus's wife's name here really quickly, and then we're gonna call the Monroe Public School System and let them know that the wife of their educator is on the internet making fun of a person that is going to lose their SNAP benefits with a disabled child. And if they want proof of all that, I will absolutely send it to them. I will diagnosis all of her. I'll send her whole fucking my chart diagnosis. Nunya. If you didn't hear what I said, sorry for your luck. If you didn't hear what I said, sorry for your luck. Shouldn't be like that. Also, if they ask for screen recordings and proof of this scammy clause, don't you worry your bulldog little head. I have it. Okay, record it. Let's see here. Let's go to administration. What up, Apple Juice? We could have done that, we could have done that, Shiny. We could have done that, but they didn't want that, so. Staff directory. Elementary. Staff directory. Oh, well, here we go. All right. Let me get a pen. Write down these numbers. Two 452 2860. Well, Becca Lynn, I'll tell you this. You know, sometimes I can have respect for people, and it can change my outlook. And I have the utmost respect for Becca Lynn. I do. But I'm going to share how I feel about this. I think
Baba.
Be there? Everybody good?
I'm good. You good, man?
I'm glad. So, Becca Lynn, did you hear anything I said? Because I think my screen went black. So, in my opinion, if you're going into like nursing or teaching or something in that realm, right? And you hold such strong opinions about the parents of disabled children and how they're able to provide for those children, and you're an educator and you hold because there's a lot of children that eat off of food stamps, right? So for you as an educator and your wife being an educator in a school system, which a lot of your children count on, but you want to get on the internet and criticize, make fun of, poke fun at the parent of a disabled child for not being able to provide for them. I think those kinds of opinions should absolutely be shared with their employer, because for me, it really makes it impossible for me to think that you treat every child equally and unbiased, because your fucking opinion is so horrible and ignorant. How is that not being passed? What I would like to do is make the school system very aware of an educator in their special needs unit, right? Whatever special needs program they have there. This is the opinion of her wife on the internet about the parents of disabled children. I think that is my fucking duty to make sure that they know that, because her wife has in fact shared her own opinion on my disabled child. Here's the thing. At the end of the day, I have proof on all of it. All of it. I'm not making accusations. I'm not pointing the finger with zero credibility. I have so much fucking proof. I'm not doing too. I don't care if she doesn't work there anymore, Tori. Her wife does. Hold on. I think I have to invite you, Hillary. Hold on. And don't tell me I'm doing too much. Isn't it always funny that I'm the one doing too much? Don't you guys find that funny? All the things. Go to Scammy Claus's page right now. Go to her page right now and look at the excess of 100 videos that she's made about me. And come back here and tell me I'm doing too much. I dare you. No, Hillary, you can't. You have to come up private. That isn't that kind of crazy, that statement? Isn't that kind of a crazy statement that I'm doing too much? Can you please go look at that woman's page? Can you please go listen to every one of her lives? Can you? And then come back here and tell me I'm doing too much? And I'm not even talking about just me. Hi, Nikki. I'm not the only person she's ever done this or has done this to. Many, many, many people. I'm just not going to take it. I'm not going to take it.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can.
I just want to say one thing. In the mod chat, the first person to dox anybody was Sunshine, and everybody I think messaged you and said this is not what this chat's about, because I don't believe in doxing. I don't all that crap. That's just crazy to me. Then I know I messaged you, Breezy messaged you, and Victoria messaged you about the screenshot that Kimmy had put in there about Stephanie, because that was disgusting. I just don't believe in any of that stuff on all sides.
Right. I know.
But that's all I wanted to say.
See, Kimmy, I'm not the only one that knows about that. You're welcome, love. I'm not the only one that knows about that, so you're pretty fucked on that. Sorry, not sorry. Now you see that? If you go for Hillary, I'm gonna be taking a road trip. See how do you guys see how that happens? Kimmy just got exposed for doing some fuck shit, and now she thinks she's gonna attack Hillary, but that's not going to happen. Aw, doesn't it suck when you get caught, Kimmy? I need you to post it right now. Post it right now. Post it right now. Post it. Post it right the fuck now. If you don't post it right the fuck now, you're a dirty fucking liar, and we already know you're lying because you can't post it. But we'll sit here and wait for your sorry ass. Oh, nope, she hasn't. She absolutely did. Post it right now, though. We don't want to wait. Can you take here? I'm going to invite you to a box. We want you to put it. Oh, you're private like a scary bitch. We want you to come up in the box and green screen it. Can you do that? I'll give you a box right now. Come up in the box and put it on the green screen. Come on. Come on, put it on the green screen. Come on, I got a phone call to make. Will you just take a box and put it on the green screen? You can't. No, that's exactly how it went. Hillary, don't even question yourself. Don't let them make you question yourself because I was there. We were all there. We were all there. We were all there. You can't even fucking deny it. You know what? Here's the crazy thing. I don't plot on my friends. That's the crazy thing. Had I plotted on my friends like y'all, then I'd have all kinds of shit to show. I'd have all kinds of shit to show. In fact, let me say this, because the other day I heard I didn't tell you, was that I remembered a conversation, right? And it came out shortly after her husband found out about her sexting with Petty. Her and her husband were in a very, very bad place. A very, very bad place. Sunshine was horribly worried that her husband was, in fact, going to go out and cheat on her. In fact, I think that's exactly what he told her he was going to do. And yes, it was a whole thing. Do you remember that, son? Do you remember that, Sunburn? When you were so scared because your husband... Oh, yes, I remember it like it was yesterday now. Oh, I remember it like it was yesterday. Oh. All right, well, I have something I have to do here. There's 5 fucking pages of fucking staff on this fucking page. All I want is like your special needs. In fact, let's call and see if I can get who oversees their special needs unit or their special needs educator. All right. What was the number? Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Okay. All right, guys. All right. This is going to be easier than I